Now let us see the reasons for negative slope of the demand curve and the exceptions to the law of demand. So in law of demand we have learned that as the price of the commodity is increasing, the quantity demanded decreases and vice versa. And because of this inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, the demand curve slopes downwards from left to right and have a negative slope. So now we'll see what are the reasons for this negative slope of the demand curve. So the first reason for this negative slope is law of diminishing marginal utility. So in law of diminishing marginal utility, we learned that as the consumer is going on consuming more number of units of the commodity, the additional satisfaction what he is getting is diminishing. In the same way, what is happening as the price of the commodity is increasing, the quantity demanded is decreasing. So there prevails an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, and because of which the demand curve slopes downwards from left to right. Okay, and the next reason is income effect. So with the decrease in the price of the commodity, the real income of the consumer increases, which means his purchasing power increases. And with the increase in the purchasing power of the consumer, now he is able to buy more of the commodity. That means as the price of the commodity is decreasing and his purchasing power is increasing, he is demanding more of the same commodity. And because of which the demand curve slopes downwards from left to right. And the other reason what we have is substitution effect. Substitution means the in place of, goods which are used in place of. So a small change in price of one particular commodity, it is going to affect the demand for other commodity, isn't it? So if price of Colgate increases, what happens? People instead of buying Colgate, they will move towards purchase of Close-Up. So here, as price of Colgate is increasing, the demand for Colgate is decreasing and demand for Close-Up is increasing. So there prevails inverse relationship with the price and quantity demanded for Colgate as well as with Close-Up. Okay, so this is one reason why the demand curve has a negative slope. And the next reason what we can say is multiple uses of the commodity. So there are various commodities which have n number of uses. Like take an example, milk, electricity, etc. If you take an example of milk, so if the price of milk is more, what happens? We'll use milk only for limited purpose, like for having coffee or tea or giving milk to children, isn't it? So when the price of milk decreases, what happens? Your mother will start cooking various sweets with milk, isn't it? So demand for milk increases. So even the multiple use of the commodity also increases the demand for the commodity with a small decrease in the price. And the next reason why the demand curve have a negative slope is old and new consumers. So with the decrease in the price of any one particular commodity, the real income of the consumer will increase. That is the old consumer, real income of the old consumer will increase. So now he is able to buy more of the commodity at a lesser price. So demand for the commodity increases. At the same time, the new consumers who could not buy the same commodity at a higher price will start attracting towards this price, this commodity as price of the commodity decreases. So this is also one reason why the demand curve have a negative slope. Okay. Now let us proceed with the exceptions to the law of demand. So in case of exceptions to the law of demand, there are some situations where more will be demanded at a higher price. Okay, and not only that, in that case, that is when more of the commodity is demanded at a higher price, there prevails a direct relationship between price and quantity demanded. More commodity is demanded at a higher price, and because of this direct relationship, the demand curve slopes upwards from left to right, and this slope of the demand curve is called as positive slope of the demand curve. Let us see this in the form of a graph. So here on x-axis we are measuring quantity demanded, and on y-axis we are measuring price of the commodity. So OP is the initial price and OQ is the initial quantity demanded. So as price increases from OP to OP1, usually till now what we have learned, with the increase in the price, quantity demanded decreases. But in case of exceptions to the law of demand, situations which are not in favor of law of demand, what is happening? The quantity demanded also increases with the increase in the price, and because of which the demand curve slope upwards from left to right. DD is the demand curve, and this slope of the demand curve is called as positive slope of the demand curve. So in which kind of situations the demand curve slopes upwards and have a positive slope? We'll see now. So the first case is Giffen's paradox, which can also be called as Giffen's goods. So Sir Robert Giffens has observed that most of the people in England, especially the poor people in England, they used to consume more of bread. Even though the price of bread increases and price of meat remains constant, they used to consume more of bread because bread was their staple food. For poor people, bread was staple food, or what we can say, it was an inferior food. Okay, so more is demanded at a higher price. So that's the reason the demand curve slopes upwards. So if we take an example of Giffen goods, inferior goods. Giffen goods are nothing but inferior goods. Like take an example of jowar, ragi, bajra, etc. These are the goods which used to be called as an inferior good in earlier days, but nowadays they have become nutritious foods. Okay, so for such kind of goods, more was demanded at a higher price by the poor people in olden days. Okay, and the next reason what we can say is Veblen effect or prestigious goods. So Veblen is the economist who observed that most of the people used to buy the commodities for prestigious purpose. Like take an example of diamond or precious stones or furniture. So such kind of goods were purchased by the people because of the higher price. Once the price of such kind of goods reduced, people, higher income group people stopped buying these goods, because now these goods could be purchased by every person in the society. So the prestigious goods are the goods whose demand increases with the increase in price and decreases with the decrease in price, and there prevails a direct relationship between price and quantity demanded, and because of which there is a positive slope of the demand curve. Okay, and the next exception what we can say is speculation. So in most of the cases, people start speculating that the price of the commodity may increase in future. Like take an example. If we assume that the price of the commodity, if we imagine that the price of the commodity like onions is going to increase in future, what people will do? They'll buy more of onions and stock it, isn't it? So they don't bother to buy more of onions at a higher price, thinking that price of onions may increase furthermore in future. So because of which there prevails direct relationship between price and quantity demanded. We can take another example also. Like take an example of rice. So because of floods or famines, people may think that price of rice may increase in future. So what happened? They will buy more of rice bags and stock them at home, isn't it? So more is purchased at a higher price even in this case. So speculation is also one of the reasons for exceptions to the law of demand. Okay, and the next exception which is applicable to the law of demand is illusion. Illusion is nothing but imagination or thinking. So in most of the cases, what happens if the price of any normal good or superior good reduces little more or reduces to some extent, what happens? People will start thinking that when the price of the commodity reduced, its quality might have reduced. So because of which what happened? The price, the quantity demanded also reduces. So there is a direct relationship between price and quantity demanded. The simple reason is because of people's illusion, thinking that a slight decrease in the price may reduce the quality of the commodity and the demand also decreases. So these are the various factors that are responsible for exceptions to the law of demand, which are not applicable to the law of demand, and because of which the demand curve slopes upwards from left to right and have a positive slope. Okay, so we have learned two concepts today, that is reasons for negative slope of the demand curve, which is important for 5 marks, and exceptions to the law of demand. This is also important for 5 marks. So hope you have followed this. Thank you.